Honorable Speaker, Sir, I rise to draw the attention of this august House to a matter that is not just seasonal but symptomatic of a large climate crisis, the unbearable summers in Delhi. Full stop. This city, the heart of our nation, has been witnessing unprecedented levels of heat years after year, and the summer of 2025 has perhaps been one of the harshest in recent memory. Full stop. Sir, as representatives of the people, it is our solemn duty not only to legislate but also to listen. And I must tell you, the people of Delhi are crying for relief, crying for shade, crying for water, and crying for a breath of clean, cool air. Full stop. This is not just a weather report I am presenting here. This is a humanitarian concern. Full stop. Let me give you some facts. Full stop. In the past 2 months, the national capital recorded temperatures soaring above 45 degrees Celsius constantly. Full stop. In many areas, it even touched 48 degrees Celsius. Full stop. Sir, this is not heat, this is agony. Full stop. The roads are melting, power lines are faltering, and the poor, those who do not have the luxury of air conditioners and coolers, are battling not just heat but survival. Full stop. In hospitals, emergency wards are flooded with patients suffering from heat strokes. Full stop. Laborers, rickshaws, pullers, street vendors, those who earn their livelihood under the open sky are collapsing both physically and economically. Full stop. Paragraph change. Sir, in our democracy, we often discuss infrastructure, GDP growth, and economic milestones, but about climate resilience? Question mark. What about heat mitigation? Question mark. The climate does not care whether one is rich or poor, but it punishes the vulnerable disproportionately. Full stop. Slum dwellers and those in unauthorized colonies bear the maximum brunt. Full stop. In small one room homes with tin roofs, the inside temperature often rises above 50 degrees Celsius. Full stop. And yet we expect them to continue living as if nothing has changed. Full stop. Water scarcity during these scorching summers adds fuel to the fire. Full stop. Entire colonies in Delhi, some just a few kilometers away from this parliament building, go without water for days. Full stop. Tankers are their only source, and that too comes with exploitation and black marketing. Full stop. Why is it that a global capital like Delhi cannot ensure water in the peak of summer? Question mark. Paragraph change. Sir, electricity is the next battleground. Full stop. With ACs and coolers running non-stop, the pressure on the grid increase. Full stop. But when the grid fails, it is again the poor who suffer. Full stop. While some can afford inverters and generators, lakhs of Delites are left to suffer through power cuts in the middle of the night, unable to sleep, children crying, old people gasping for breath, and hospitals struggling with their backup systems. Full stop. Should a child's education suffer because she can't sleep well at night due to power cuts in peak summer? Question mark. Should an old woman live alone in East Delhi risk a heat stroke because she cannot afford an air cooler? Question mark. Paragraph change. I also want to raise the issue of our green cover, full stop. Delhi was once a city of trees, parks, and shaded roads, full stop. Today, in the name of development, metro expansion, and infrastructure, we are chopping down our lungs, full stop. Where will the people go when the temperature rise? Question mark. Do we have enough trees in our colonies, in our schools, in our public spaces? Question mark. The answer is clear, full stop. Urban planning in Delhi, especially in newer colonies and unauthorized settlements, has paid little attention to environmental sustainability, full stop. Public transportation, sir, is another casualty of this heat, full stop. Buses with broken ACs, overcrowded metro stations, and long queues for autos make it difficult for commuters, full stop. Not to forget our traffic policemen, sanitation workers, and frontline public service provider are on duty under direct sun for hours without proper shade or hydration, full stop. What measures have we taken for their safety? Question mark. Shouldn't there be heat duty compensation or mandatory rest hours during extreme heat waves? Question mark. Paragraph change. Sir, this is not just a local issue, full stop. This is a warning, full stop. Climate change is no longer knocking on our doors. It has broken in and is wreaking havoc, full stop. Delhi's summer is a reflection of what our cities will face if we do not act now, full stop. What we need is a Delhi summer action plan, one that includes a heat wave, early warning system, the construction of cooling centers across vulnerable areas, compulsory green rooftops in buildings, and penalties for illegal trees felling, full stop. We must invest in climate resilient infrastructure, solar power water coolers in public parks, shaded bus stands, green public toilets, and proper ventilation in government housing, full stop. Schools must be advised on summer safety, full stop. Special training should be given to community volunteers to identify and help people suffering from heat stress, full stop. I appeal to the Ministry of Environment and the Delhi government to work together on this, full stop. We need a summer emergency plan, much like we prepare for floods or earthquakes, full stop. This is an annual disaster, not a passing session, full stop. Sir, we must also involve the private sector and civil society, full stop. Let companies adopt public parks, full stop. Let NGOs distribute water in high traffic public places, full stop. Let RWAs plant trees, full stop. And let us as parliamentarians allocate a part of our MPLADS funds towards summer relief measures, full stop, close.